Hi. I was on Facebook earlier and I said something about that Darren Wilson, the policeman that killed Mike Brown, you know, um and then like there's like I guess they have a few people that are on the side of murder, like, oh well, the policeman, they said that Mike by his action caused his death. If anything, he shoplifted. If anything, he did, like, you know what I'm saying. I like to know anybody, especially a policeman that hadn't stolen, be the first one, because throw the first stone or however that goes. Because from what I see, I've only had them steal, lie, harass, torture, you know, and just go, you know what I'm saying? And if basically it's chaos if we don't have any laws. If they're the ones that are supposed to enforce the law are above the law, or they so think that, you know what I mean? Because we have a problem here with I guess Fox News is saying it's white privilege. It's not white privilege to think that it's okay to hurt Americans, or it's okay, or like this guy was saying that it was the child's fault. They usually do that with women, or with, and well, actually they do it with children. Fault the victim. It was his fault because, he was walking down the street and being black, and even if he did shoplift. So now, if we allow this Darren Wilson to get away with murder like we have in Florida, now we're going to give license to the police just to go around and shooting people. Already we have a massive problem with the privatization of our prison, where, we have people that are working for like 38 or 68 cents a day, and they're not, and so, already our corporations are going overseas for tax evasions, for employees, and the only thing we have here is the service industry. And the police is the service industry. They're supposed to protect and serve, not protect and murder. If that's like here, it takes almost like 3 years for a case to go to court. Our constitutional rights, they're screaming about constitutional rights. We have the constitutional right to a fast and speedy trial. About the time like when Obama gets out of office, like it always happens, we're gonna find out that the Republicans was busy, getting rid of all their constitutional rights. You know what I'm saying? Just under the disguise of white privilege. What they have the privilege. What do white people have the privilege to live in this country like us? The privilege to pay taxes for the police to do something. You know what I'm saying? It's a capitalist society. You're going to have to get a job. You chose to do that, to be a policeman. Darren Wilson chose to shoot that kid. He chose to fire it continuously. Are you telling us that the police are some mindless, walking around psychopaths or something? And I get it with our television, just showing, cause like, only thing on TV is we see crooked cops. You know what I'm saying? And the only people like in, when you see in the old movies, about Al Capone, it was white people they brought over from Europe. White people, they didn't want that trash over Europe. That's what we have now. So, you know what I'm saying? So if that policeman, Darren Wilson, and all his other policeman friends think that we should side with him because he chose to have, chose to have that job. You have to have a job in a capitalist society. Let's get that straight. So don't think you're better or anything else than anybody else, and that you should go around killing people. You know what I'm saying? War, you think that's smart? War, the police are at war with the American citizens. They're actually killing American citizens. They're going around showing their like how they brotherhood. Well, You know, whatever your brotherhood is, whatever that beeswax is that enables you to think that it's okay for you to break the law, you know, or for you to look the other way, you know, that's why we have Detroit. It wasn't only the unions, but it was the police department, and it was the drugging of the kids. I was watching Vice News where they were showing these kids in Chicago, and I know one of those drugs that they have the kids on, that reminisce or whatever, that right there, like, I've seen them like make the person schizoid or whatever because they make some hear stuff. So the kids had real problems, like their dad went to jail or somebody died. But instead of like grief counseling or giving them, you know, like some nourishment for their brain or acknowledgement about what they were going through, they gave them a pill, totally punished them. You know what I'm saying? So you want to punish Mike Brown's parents because Darren Wilson, a grown man that took a job, made an oath to, and accepted that paycheck to protect and serve people. You know what I'm saying? So he's out living and getting paid. You know what I mean? Sitting at home, you know, being all scared because the policemen are, you know, they're always in fear of their life. You know, going down the street that everybody else goes down. Driving down the street everybody else goes down. In New Orleans, the police used to just sit up there and shoot up in the goddamn air. You know? So maybe a lot of the problems the police have, maybe if they have a PR problem, maybe it's because they're killing people. Maybe because they are beating up people. Maybe it's because taxpayers don't want to pay their money to be a party to murder. You know? Maybe that's it. You know? Because if my tax money's going for a policeman to murder a child, or for a policeman to rape a child, or for a policeman to be high for 30 years on crack and think he's doing his investigation job, you know what I'm saying? And the only one they arresting is the crack is the one they ain't selling to them, you know, or for them to think that they're supposed to actually have sex with the prostitute before they arrest her, when all you have to do is arrest her for begging you to pay for her sex. It's called soliciting. It's like somebody comes to your door, knocks on the door, hey, miss, buy this magazine. That's soliciting. You don't have to buy the magazine to know. I mean, it's just like sometimes you have to be nice, police people. Sometimes you have to think for yourself. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? You just have to realize you're just trying to get a motherfucking paycheck. And if you think your little bit of paycheck is worth murder, and if you think that we're supposed to punish the Brown parents because a grown man made a decision to go, first, as far as I'm concerned, he was out of order telling that boy to get off the fucking street. He was wrong, wrong, wrong. You're wrong, and I don't care. You know, you've been wrong with me ever since I had to deal with you. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of every time I hear the news, some crooked cop, especially in Memphis, they either raping, stealing, trafficking kids across the border, or murdering somebody, or just terrorizing somebody. It's sick. You know, and it's a sorry-ass, fucked-up country it's turning into because of the police fucking going around and making the laws null and void by them thinking they're above it.